Hey, what to do, y'all? What to do? What to do? Culture vultures. Let's talk about it. Last time I checked, a vulture eats only what is dying or what is already dead. It eats carrion. So when folk talk about the term culture vulture, usually this stems from this idea that someone is like stealing your culture, they're copying your style. So somehow the term culture vulture is used for that. Or maybe that them stealing your culture or your style is killing your culture, but no. There has to be something already dead, or it has to be dying in order for the vulture to show up. The vulture does not kill. So, if the vultures have showed up in the culture, that means the culture was already dead to begin with, or it was dying to begin with. Now, I could have just stopped right there, and that could have been the end of this video, but let me at least kind of give y'all my little take on maybe how the culture vulture came to be. Well, you think about how hip hop was started, because I'm talking from that perspective, the hip hop end. Because, I mean, you can go into a lot of different cultures and someone could loosely say the term culture vulture, but we're just going to speak on hip hop per se. And maybe all things black. Let's just go from there too. Just shoot from both hip. Black, hip hop. Yeah. All right. So, hip hop at first was just underground. It was started in the streets. Eventually, it became commercialized. And then one day, from that commercialization, it became global. So, hence, as time went on, one could link globalization and capitalization to the modernization of hip hop. There you go. Now, from that, you got a lot of people from around the world listening to hip hop. Now, if you knew of the origins of hip hop, there's only one way you can relate to hip hop: struggle, because hip hop was birthed from the struggle. So if you haven't really struggled, but you're just trying to do this thing called hip hop, that's when some people were like, well, the culture vulture, that's where this came from. But Nas prophetically said the statement, hip hop is dead, because it was the aftermath that he witnessed due to the growing commercialization and globalization of modern day hip hop that led to hip hop being dead. And that now, because of that, it became more and more and more mainstream. And so you have more and more people who haven't really struggled. Now they all just bobbing their heads. They all just whatever. You know, they want to vibe with the culture, though they haven't really had the struggle to really understand the culture of hip hop. So, in essence, due to the fact that I feel folk within the culture of hip hop per se kept letting this commercialization continue, in many ways, you're no better than these so-called culture vultures. And to me, that's where the death really took place. It's the people within the culture. It's not the people outside the culture who took on the culture, even though they haven't struggled. It's the people within the struggle who haven't come together in the midst of these struggles to really say, hey, all bets are off to those who don't understand the struggle. But see, the thing about struggling is that you can struggle multiple different ways. So you had a lot of people, even within the culture of hip hop, within the black culture, coming from different struggles. So one person couldn't relate to each other's struggle. You know, your struggle ain't like my struggle, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's how a lot of this death of hip hop started to take place. Now let's talk about the main struggle that's going on now, given the date of this video. This is in 2019, going into 2020, even though my eyesight ain't 2020, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Now, the struggle that's in modern day hip hop that defines modern day hip hop is trap. Prior to that, it was gangster rap. You know, gangster rap was their struggle. And, you know, prior to that, it was just police brutality. So I can take y'all way back, but we're going to keep it forward. Okay, let's stick to trap. Now, what is trap? In a nutshell, is drug dealing. So that is modern day hip hop. Now, you do have a little bit of gangster rap coming back into the fold, but for now it is trap. But unfortunately, this still brings up a major problem. These are not the type of struggles that we should let proliferate in hip hop. There's no message behind a lot of this trap music. One thing I liked about someone like Scarface is that he came up during the time of police brutality. So I believe during that era of hip hop back in the days, someone like Scarface was able to come out with a certain type of hard edge music, lyrics, him and the Ghetto Boys, and there was a message behind the struggle music that they made. Because that's what hip hop is, and that's what it should be. It should be struggle music. That's what leads to the success, because you have been influenced and motivated in a positive way about one's struggle. In that hopes you don't have to struggle the same way, or if you have struggled the same way, there's a way out for you, like there was a way out for someone like Scarface and the Ghetto Boys back in the day. Yes. So, and yes, rest in heaven to Bushwick Bill. Gotta give a shout out to Bushwick Bill. When I'm saying that, because he was part of the Ghetto Boys. So, getting back to what I'm saying. Okay, yeah, the trap. No message about the trap. It's just all about get the cocaine. Get the bag. Get the racks. You know what I'm saying? So you can ride on the Forgiatos, wearing them Morgellas, sounding like Future. I'm not gonna do y'all my Future impression right now. I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to be a little bit serious for this video, right? Y'all gotta take me serious. But hopefully overall y'all see where I'm going at with this, and realizing that my whole point is that we can't be really pointing a finger at these people that we call culture vultures when the culture was already dead or dying to begin with. Nas spoke it. But we just didn't understand the totality of these culture vultures. But y'all got to understand, let me end y'all with this. Look on the African savannah, or anywhere in the world, but we're going to talk about the African savannah. You see the elephant dying. It takes a lot of vultures to clean up that elephant, does it? Maybe a few hyenas in the midst of that. But for the sake of this title of this video, stick with the vultures. Yes, a big old elephant requires a lot of vultures to clean up that elephant. So the death of hip hop has required a lot of vultures to show up and pretty much take over hip hop, man. And that's what's going on. We're seeing a lot of culture vultures because they see how dead hip hop is right now. So they coming in to clean up the kill. I'm not saying it's gonna make it a better place without hip hop being what it used to be or what it could be. But see, someone should be trying to revive hip hop in a different way,